I want to talk about some hobby drama for a second. I'm typically an empath, and I want to know both sides of the story, and I want to try to understand all perspectives. I'm one of those people that can be haunted by words. Stuff people say will play over and over and over, and it like eats at me, and I don't know why I can't drop it, but sometimes I can't let things go unless I talk it out. So here I am talking it out. Atlas and I are going for a walk, and it's just goose poop as far as the eye can see. Okay, back on topic. The drama, what I want to talk about, started online, which is usually where drama takes place, in the hobby groups. And it's all about the best customs contest. Apparently it's a hot topic every year that somebody brings this up, knowingly or unknowingly, I don't know, but it will make the seasoned hobbyists upset, especially the artists. I mean, I started collecting over 30 years ago, if you could call it that, when you're a kid. I spent a long time away from the hobby. I didn't come back around until much later. I was back for a little bit, mildly collecting. I wasn't online in any of the groups, and only came around to the hobby groups like within the past year and a half, 2 years maybe. I'm definitely a novice. Novice at everything. Novice at customizing, at showing, at collecting. Coming from a place of a novice, a newcomer to the hobby, I didn't know about this drama that comes up with the best customs contest, that it's like an annual repeat of this drama. So here's how it began. Breyer announced the best customs contest prizes, and I've seen the prizes the last couple years since I've been active online. I've been admiring the hobby from afar. Because up until COVID, there was no way I could participate in Breyer Fest. There's also no local shows around me. And then I didn't learn about Breyer West until after COVID. So I'm twisted up in a leash. Hold on. Okay, we're gonna look for a bench to get out of this goose poop while I rant. Also, my stream of consciousness is generally terrible. I lose my train of thought easy, and I get sidetracked easy. And I won't be looking at you all the time, because then I lose my train of thought and I'll probably trip over my dog. So, yeah. Back to what I was saying. Breyer announced the best customs contest prizes. So I've only seen the past few years' prizes, starting when they were the black and whites. This year they've switched to chestnut. And I think they're beautiful. They're lovely. They take a Premier Club model and its paint, or its like its pattern, its color and everything, and then they'll do a solid version of that. So this year is Sage, Forever Sage, and she's a chestnut with her same patterns and markings as the Premier Club model. And then Darley, the little Arabian, he's the same. His original release was translated into chestnut. I grabbed pictures of the models and I shared them in the group and said that they're the best customs contest prizes for this year. And a couple of hobbyists were commenting that it's unfortunate that they'll never be able to win one, that they would love to try but they don't stand a chance. And these aren't the exact words. It was something to this extent. It branched out into, we need a novice division. And that's where the drama started. And me not understanding, I'm just watching all of this unfold, that these two hobbyists kind of start to get attacked in the comments. It was pretty heated arguing, and some of the comments started to get abrasive. The title of the contest is Best Customs Contest. And like I was saying, me as a semi-newcomer, pretty much a newcomer, I didn't take those words to heart. I didn't take them, this is on me, but honestly, I didn't think best customs means best of the best. But that's what it is. And Breyer says in the contest info that they're honoring the best of model horse customization. This does not mean that only professional level artists can enter. Anyone can enter. Everyone is qualified to try. But if your entry's not the best, you don't win. That's just how contests work. So if you want a best customs contest level prize, you learn and grow and practice and get to the point that your entry will be the best. And then you win that prize. So initially when I saw those hobbyists commenting that we need a novice division, I didn't see that as them saying that they expect a contest for mid-level or up-and-coming artists that would get a best customs contest level prize. That elite, that special of a prize. That's not how I interpreted it. But that could be what they meant. A lot of the seasoned hobbyists and artists figured that that's what they meant. Those hobbyists that aren't at that level yet were taking a lot of heat in the comments. And eventually they couldn't stand it anymore and they deleted their comments. The dialogue was opened up elsewhere and the conversation continued. So me, in trying to understand both sides, was curious where an up-and-coming artist would go for a contest. There's apparently the diorama contest that's open to anybody, but you're limited to a 12 by 12 cube as far as size, which essentially leaves you working with stablemates. There's also the open show at Breyer Fest, the live model show, where you can enter customized models. I heard there is a novice or amateur division. I don't know. I don't have the show packet. All I know is that in customs, if you are in open customs, you are up against the best of the best. And you're up against showers that didn't paint those models themselves. Maybe some of them did, maybe a lot of them did. But in open, you are allowed to show anything. You didn't have to make it, you didn't have to paint it. In best customs, you, the entrant, are the one that had to make that horse or that entry. Got some upset geese. Did you scare the geese away? So, as an up-and-coming artist, you can do the diorama contest, you can do the open show and show customs, and you are more than welcome to enter the best customs contest. I think the argument against having a novice or up-and-coming division, and I could absolutely see this happening outside of the best customs contest with not as elite of a prize. But the argument there is that it's too hard to police, it's too nebulous. Who is going to enter that maybe should be entering in best customs because they are not up and coming? They've got some years of experience and talent. So the argument would be that it might not be fair. It might not be easy to police. I'm curious though, because if there is an amateur division in Breyer Fest Open Show with customs, how is that regulated? The part that made me sad about all of the drama that was exhausting for me, that I've let stew and can't seem to get out of my brain, is that there are seasoned hobbyists that I was seeing write some unkind things in the comments. Like those hobbyists that were hoping for a novice division. They were being called sour grapes. And that, you know, if you are someone... Okay, we're gonna sit for a minute. If you are someone that for whatever reason, isn't ready to enter best customs, yet you expect a chance at that level of a prize, maybe you are being a sour grape. So I can understand that, especially if it comes up year after year and the seasoned hobbyists who are giving this contest their all see people asking for a division that allows them to win that level of prize. It kind of devalues the best customs contest in a way. He's ready to be on the move. All right, let's go. So in that case, all right, I understand that. Don't be a sour grape. If you want to try to win that prize, you have to enter that contest. And you have to be the best. There's only one of them given in each division. So of all the entrants who try for that prize, only one of them's gonna get it. And that's why that prize is so special. But there were also some seasoned hobbyists, and these are people I really look up to and admire as a newcomer to the hobby, calling it a mediocre custom contest with laugh face emoji. And it felt very unkind. Somebody else I saw call it a dumbed down version, which sounds really mean. So these people I admired so much are writing things that sound to me like they're saying any work that's not as good as theirs is mediocre and belongs in what could only be called a dumbed down version of their special contest. And then I saw someone call those hobbyists who started the dialogue by saying they would like a chance at a chestnut sage, but might never win one. When they finally pieced out of all the arguing and the anger that was coming down on them in the comments, when they finally had enough and didn't want to deal with it anymore, they deleted their comments. And someone called them cowards. I just wish that there wasn't room for any of that in the hobby. I don't think there needs to be any name calling in the hobby. I don't think there needs to be any making fun of something that somebody wished existed. On the flip side, I will say that there were some hobbyists that chimed in with reasonable answers and reasonable explanations for anybody like me who doesn't quite understand to easily digest. There were hobbyists that recapped what the best custom contest is and why it's there, and ways that Breyer makes events and contests accessible to everybody. There were also hobbyists that offered to answer questions, that offered guidance. There were hobbyists that offered suggestions on how to make your entry the best that you can. That's the stuff I want to see more of. That's what makes me happy as a newcomer to this hobby, is seeing these seasoned, talented collectors and hobbyists and artists explain to those of us that don't quite understand, and they're kind about it. I really hope the hobby can feel more inclusive to anybody, any skill level, making it fun, making it kind, making it feel welcoming. That's what I want to see more of. And on a personal note, I've been considering entering the Best Customs contest. I have so much to learn. I have a lot to learn. I'm brand new to all of it. All I can say is that I would give it everything I've got. Being able to say that I finished an entry and I entered it in that contest, that's a big deal, and that's something. And feeling like it's okay that I tried, and not that I'm excluded, not that I'm not good enough, not that I'm not welcome, that's something. That's big. That's what any hobbyist should feel. And if as an up-and-coming artist you don't win, That's okay. You're learning and you're trying, and maybe one day you will win. And that's always something to look forward to, is the possibility that maybe one day that really special prize model will be yours. That's amazing. We are almost back home. I think my rant is over. That's just the funny thing, isn't it? I mean, they're little plastic horses, but they make so many of us so happy. And if the community of collectors who keeps them and buys them and wins them is kind to all of the other collectors, no matter what, it just feels like a much better place to be, a much better community to be a part of. So I'm really hopeful that more of us can be that way for more novice hobbyists. That's all. Thanks for watching.